Hello students. So today we'll start units and measurement. So this is the second chapter in PUC 1 physics syllabus. So first we'll see what do you mean by physical quantity. What do you mean by physical quantity? So physical quantity means anything which can be measured. Which all you can measure is called physical quantity. Anything that can be measured. Now for example, if I ask you what is your weight or what is your mass? So you will tell, sir, my weight is around 55 kg. So you will be telling 55 kg. So weight, here we take it as mass. So I am measuring mass. Mass is how much? 55 kg. So mass is a physical quantity which can be measured. If I ask what is your height? What is your height? Sir, my height is 5 feet 5 inch, you may say 5 feet 5 inch, or in centimeters if I ask, it is around 165 centimeters, you may say this is your height. So I can measure height I can measure, so height is a physical quantity. Similarly, if I ask your age, how old you are? If I ask age, sir, I am 16 years old, you may say 16 years. So age, or this we take it as a time. So it can be measured. You can measure it in years or months. If a newborn baby is there, we tell in days, months its age. So it can be measured. So time is also a physical quantity. So anything which can be measured, for example, speed, acceleration, force, power, energy, current, etc. Anything that can be measured is called physical quantity. Anything which can be measured is called physical quantity. Now, to measure a physical quantity, there are two requirements to measure a physical quantity. Now for example, if I ask your weight, if you just tell, sir, 55, what is your weight, sir? 55. So if you tell just 55, it is meaningless. Whether 55 is in kg or 55 is in gram or pound or ton, we don't know. So to measure a physical quantity, there are two requirements. One is numerical value and another one is unit. Now for example, mass of a body is 50 kg, I write. Mass of a body is 50 kg. So mass of a body is 50. If I don't write kg, it is meaningless. So this is required. Now even just if you write kg is also meaningless. Mass of body is a kg. That is also meaningless. So you require these two terms, 50 and kg. So the number what we are writing is called numerical value. And along with the numerical value, we require unit. So to measure any physical quantity, there are two requirements. One is numerical value and another one is unit. So both are required. Then what do you mean by unit? So what do you mean by unit? So unit is internationally accepted standard of reference. It is internationally accepted standard of reference. Standard of reference to compare same type of physical quantities. So to compare same type of physical quantities. To compare same type of physical quantities. So it is a standard of reference. Now here if I say kg, if you take 1 kg weight, wherever you go it will be same, its mass will be same. In Chikkodi also it will be 1 kg, in Nippani also it will be 1 kg, in Belgaum also it will be 1 kg. So that weight is a standard. Now if I say 1 inch, if I say 1 inch on your scale, so if this length is 1 inch from here to here, whichever scale you use, you will get this length as 1 inch. So means it is standard or fixed. So that we call it as a standard of reference. So standard of reference we say. To compare same type of physical quantities, mass with mass, length with length, time with time, and so on. So in these units or physical quantities, physical quantity, it is divided into 2 types. Physical quantity is divided into 2 types. Fundamental quantity, and second one we call it as a derived quantity. Second one we call it as a derived quantity. So fundamental quantity means these are independent of each other. Independent of each other. So these quantities are independent of each other. They are not dependent on one another. So here you are having main 3 fundamental quantities: mass, length, and time. Mass, length, and time. So independent of each other, that we call it as a fundamental quantities. So mass, length, and time. And unit of these quantities is called fundamental unit. Fundamental unit. So unit of these quantities is called fundamental unit. So mass, you may say measured in kg. So kg is a fundamental unit. Length is measured in meter. So meter is a fundamental unit. Similarly, time is measured in second. So second is a fundamental unit. Clear, students? Now, other quantities which are derived from these fundamental. Using these quantities, we give definition of derived quantities. So derived quantities are nothing but physical quantities derived from fundamental quantity. Using this quantity we derive. So for example, or you can say these are dependent on fundamental or derived from fundamental quantity. Derived from fundamental quantity. Now for example, here I have taken speed. Speed, if I say speed is nothing but a distance by time. You have studied in school days, or just by its units you may say kilometer per hour. So distance is nothing but length, time is nothing but also fundamental. So speed is derived from these 2 fundamental quantities. Therefore speed is a derived quantity. Similarly, you may say acceleration. Acceleration is equal to velocity by time, we say. Velocity by time. So velocity again depends on distance or length, time. So all these like force, acceleration, power, energy, all are derived from these quantities. So we call it as a derived quantity. And unit of these derived quantities are called derived units. Derived units. Derived units. So quantities of those units of those derived quantities. Now for example, speed, it is measured in meter per second, so it is a derived unit. Acceleration, meter per second square. Force is measured in Newton. Power is measured in watt. So all these are derived units. Clear, students? So first you can pause and note down all the points what I have written. So physical quantity means anything that can be measured. Which all we can measure is called physical quantity. So to measure a physical quantity, there are two requirements. One is numerical value and another one is unit. So to measure a physical quantity, we need numerical value and unit. So physical quantities are mainly classified into two types: fundamental quantity and derived quantity. So fundamental quantity means which are independent of each other. Derived quantity means these are derived from fundamental. Mainly there are three fundamental quantities: mass, length and time. Then their units are called fundamental units. All other quantities we call it as derived, and their units are called derived units. Clear, students? Now in today's date we are using SI system of units. So in today's date, to measure physical quantities, we are using SI system of units. SI system we are using. So before SI system, these three quantities were taken as a fundamental. But as physics progressed, so as physics became vast, these only three quantities were not sufficient, so they took 7 quantities as fundamental, or you may say basic quantities. So 7 they took as basic quantities or fundamental, you may say. So basic quantities or fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities. Its unit and symbol, how we denote its symbol. So first they took those main three, that is mass. It is measured in kilogram and symbol is kg. Symbol is kg. Second, length. Unit is meter and denoted by m. Don't write it as mtr. Length is denoted by m. Third, time, measured in second and is denoted as s. Don't write it as sec, just write it as s. Fourth, current. Current is measured in ampere and is denoted as A. Ampere denoted as A. Fifth, temperature. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin and is denoted by K. Kelvin denoted by K. Sixth, luminous intensity. Sixth one is luminous intensity. Sixth, I will be writing on that side. So sixth one, luminous intensity. And its unit is candela. candela denoted by CD. And lastly, amount of substance unit is mole denoted by MOL. So these are the 7 main basic quantities or fundamental quantities in SI system. So now here this mass, length, time, temperature, these you will be studying in first year. You will have quantities on that. Electric current, which you have studied in previous year in SSLC or 10th, that you are having in second year. So candela almost in light you have, but presently it's out of syllabus. Amount of substance, this unit you will be using in chemistry. So chemistry, almost everything you measure it in mole. So these 7 are called fundamental. And along with this 7, another 2 quantities we are taking that are called supplementary quantities. Supplementary quantities means whenever we require, we will be taking supplementary quantities. In that, first one is angle. Angle is measured in radian, and in physics we denote it as RAD. In physics we denote it as RAD. So angle, it is in 2 dimensions. If angle is measured in 3 dimensions, that is cone or temple top, you may say gopura. So cone, their angle is 3-dimensional. So that we call it as solid angle. Mainly civil engineers will be using this solid angle. So it is measured in steradian, and denotation is SR. Steradian and denotation is SR. So these are the main quantities. So in SI system there are 7 fundamental or basic quantities and 2 supplementary quantities. Clear, students? Again in next session we will be seeing what do you mean by a dimensional formula of a physical quantity. Clear? Once again you can go through the video. Please, if you like this, you share with all your friends and ask them to subscribe my channel. Thank you, students.